Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. We are so excited to have Sean Paul and Julianne back from their whirlwind tour of the West Coast. Well, actually, you've been everywhere, really.
Well, yeah, I mean...
From the snow, and were you in Michigan?
He keeps saying Michigan. It's Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You've been all over.
Right, same thing, right?
You had such a great, what we call in Branson and Eureka Springs, the off-season.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you got to fend for yourself.
Yeah.
It's very on, though. Very on.
No kidding. Well said. Yeah, I mean... we went out there not really even knowing how it was going to go. What are we getting ourselves into? You know, do we even want to do this? Because we very much felt like we were putting ourselves fish out of water type of a thing, out of our comfort zone, you might say. Going out to Hollywood and the Magic Castle. I've been there as a guest before, but never there performing and whatnot. And my dad actually made the trip out there with me.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So the drive out there was spectacular. A lot of great scenery as we went through the Rocky Mountains. Do we have a quick clip of a picture of that?
We
do. There, that's my dad. You know, it was time well spent.
It was so nice.
It was a beautiful drive. Then we got to Vegas. He got out of the car, got on a plane, drove back to not Michigan but Minnesota.
Okay.
Yes. And then I picked up this lovely lady. All right. And then
15 minutes.
Yes, within 15 minutes we made the change.
Awesome.
Then we went out there, and when we got to the Magic Castle, I looked at the performance schedule. I had no idea who else was going to be performing. There's us in the Parlor of Prestidigitation. I'm like, oh my gosh, John Carney is there? I've been studying his stuff for years. It spent me 3 years to learn a card trick that he came up with. Wow. And now we're working the castle with him. John Gahn, which I did 2 spots, 2 interviews with him. Mike Caveney, brilliant guy. So a lot of these guys, and I'm just like a little bit overwhelmed.
Here you are, right?
Yeah. And, you know, because I grow up, I'm trying to learn the art of magic, and back then we didn't have YouTube, and you couldn't see stuff streaming online. Yeah. We would circulate VHS tapes, me and my buddies, and one was of Goldfinger, and I remember watching him. Do we have that video? Can we show that? Of Goldfinger and Dove, and we would watch, you can see it's really, this is a VHS tape, so it's real, but we would study these guys, not just the tricks, there we go, that's Goldfinger, and we'd study the way they did their act, the performance, not just how the trick was done, but, you know, the style and the way they come out on stage. And there he is, you know, making cards appear. That's called manipulation, card manipulation. He's a manipulator, right? But then, he's now the director of entertainment at the Magic Castle.
He is currently.
He is now. And so he's the one that booked us. So I'm talking to Jack Goldfinger on the phone, and he's talking about bringing us out to the castle. Can we show the image of what it was? There he is.
Oh, wow.
And this is, you know, one of the days we were performing. This is the way he looked at it when he was working the castle back in the day.
Great. So this whole thing was very visceral for Sean. Before we even stepped foot in the castle, it was really interesting to see how he responded. Just a quick little story. Coming in, we had to go to the back door to check in with administration and get our keys for the apartment as well as the castle. And Sean just kind of went mute. He was just overwhelmed, I think, before we even got in there. And I had to be kind of the one to take charge. And I'm not used to that. Usually I was in it. Hello, I'm Juliana. This is Sean Paul. And
you were overwhelmed.
He was.
That is incredible. Oh, my goodness.
I've never seen anything like it. When the administrative person handed him, you know, the package, and he had to sign for the keys, I looked at his hands, and he was literally...
Oh, my goodness.
And all the almost 30 years I've known him, I've never seen him shake. I've never seen him.
This is a dream come true.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was a pretty profound experience, you know.
Jack, he was so kind. You know, I think he sensed that anxiety knowing he was coming to our first show.
Yeah, he stopped by to see the very first show.
Well,
as entertainers, don't we love that?
Okay, I want to know. What did he say afterwards?
Well, what did he say beforehand?
He put us at ease. He was not going to let the anxiety dilute this rite of passage for us, really. He just could sense it, and so he let us know, you guys are here for a reason.
He said it's a long time coming.
Yeah, and after the show, he gave us a standing ovation.
He was in the back standing. Right,
so kind, yeah.
So, yeah, and then when we were done that week, he was like, all right, there's other people you need to talk to in the business. We can get you hooked up. Really, you know, network. So then the Long Beach Mystics came, and these guys, they showed up. They actually had come to see our show in Arkansas back in 2014. I call them the OGs of magic. You know what that stands for?
Original gangsta.
Original, yes, that's exactly right.
I gotcha.
So
I got you.
Oh, and you know what? I had to fight to get into this picture. They were almost squeezing me out. These guys wanted to just, you know.
Well, Julianne, look at her. She's so beautiful. Hello.
Right.
I think I was the only girl that week.
This is Bill Smith. He builds a lot of illusions for Copperfield, Chris Angel, all the big names in town. It's the first time we ever met Gary. This is Les Arnold of Les and Dazzle, and he has a very funny act. He is like kind of taking us under his wing. He calls us up and says, all right, now you need to talk to so-and-so. You need to get in here. You need to knock on this door. So they really are trying to kind of pave the way. Yeah. And they're, you know, part of the reason why we were at the castle. They made the trip up from Long Beach just to come see us, and it was wonderful to spend time with them.
My biggest takeaway from the whole experience was the kindness of everybody. Here we are in this sacred space, really, for magicians. Overwhelming experience, and these people we look up to have overwhelmingly welcoming us. And
but like I said,
that's amazing.
They came and saw us in Eureka Springs in 2014. Bill Smith made a phone call to Jeff Hobson and said, you need to put these guys in Illusionarium. Let's look at that. What is that? That was when NCL built a show just for magic in one of their newest ships. And all of these magicians here are from Las Vegas. This is our new friend, Cody Dove. He does comedy for Chicago's Second City. And this couple here, they do magic in Arkansas. But they all became like family to us, and it couldn't have happened without the Mystics kind of paving the way. And then there was another notable, and then they also introduced us to Mike Caveney, who was working at the castle. He's an amazing historian. He's written all kinds of books that we have, and he's got an amazing collection of these antique posters. This is the Zanzigs. Who are they? What does that mean? Well, have you seen Julie do the act with the blindfold? And
Yeah.
They did it over 100 years ago.
Wow. Oh,
so people think that we're using technology. We're not. They did it. They're both from Denmark. Wow. And these two are also Danish. So that's...
You're a little creepy right here. You're kind of looking over my shoulder. That's kind of weird.
Sorry.
Right?
Yeah.
So Mike collects posters as well as props. And so at this point, he had mentioned, you know, like that chair you're sitting on there of Thurston's, and Sean said,
Howard Thurston's chair. He'd make a lady vanish in this chair, and I had no idea.
Oh, my
goodness. It was just fantastic. So, and then we had all kinds of other superstar notables that stopped by. Who's the next one? Let's see. Oh, there you have it. Yes.
I'm telling you.
my brain was cubed.
She was so surprised. She had no idea. And I'm so glad I went. By the way, when I was prepping to go that night, I was telling people like the Uber driver and the people I was buying the suit from because I didn't have enough clothes. They were like, the Magic Castle, how did you get in? That's an amazing place. My girlfriend went years ago, and she blah. Everybody knew about it.
Sure.
And it really is a landmark in LA that people, and if you're not a member, you can't get in.
Yeah, but we are able to get like 6 comps for anybody that we want to have come in and see us.
People in high places.
I'm so glad.
Right.
So glad.
So yeah, it was like our stars aligned, and then Julie didn't know that he was here, and I pointed. He came down, and I introduced him to the audience, and then Jeremy took over.
I did.
Did he?
Pretty
Yes,
much.
he did.
Yes,
you can't even imagine, can you?
I can't imagine. No.
Gay Blackstone stopped by to see us. Now, she stopped by because she is the executive producer of a TV show on CW, Masters of Illusion.
Yeah.
And they had, the week before, booked Julie to be on the show this summer.
Are you going to be on this summer? Did you already shoot it?
Yes, she taped 2 segments in Burbank. But Gay Blackstone, I said to her, I saw you. Can we roll the tape? I saw you when I was 10 years old. You were with your husband, Harry Blackstone Jr., and he was a huge deal when he was alive. I saw him when I was like 10 years old. There's Gay Blackstone. And she's going into the zigzag cabinets. And she said, well, when you saw me, you had to have been 2. You know, whatever. But so we can move on to the next one here because... let's just show what Masters of Illusion looked like real quick. All right, this is Julie, and then this is from backstage. I got 10 cameras shooting her, and so Gay Blackstone was watching her, and they were trying to figure out which shot was going to work the best.
Right. How many episodes did you shoot?
Well, 1 episode, but 2...
No. It's probably going to be 2 different episodes. She shot 2 completely different segments. We're running out of time.
Okay.
All right. So then, from Masters of Illusion, we go into Palm Springs to Marvin's Magic Theater. And so this is us with Dirk Lysander, German Wizard of Levitation, an amazing man. We will share more about him in the months to come. This is Jeff Hobson. So a lot of these people we're talking about are guys from yesteryear in past eras that were at the top of the game at that time. He's at the top of his game right now. He tours internationally. He's been on Broadway, on the Strip in Las Vegas, but he's running this theater out in Palm Springs, and he brought us out there.
That's so cool.
Named after...
But who's this guy?
Who is he?
His name is Marvin Roy, and Jeff Hobson named his club after Marvin Roy. Let's take a look at the video of these guys. He'd been on Ed Sullivan. Yes, this is the theater in Palm Springs. This is what it looked like with him and his wife, Carol. And at the time, he was known as Mr. Electric. This is in the 50s, and he would like take this is him producing a chandelier out of nowhere,
cool.
Or he'd take a big 500-watt light bulb in his bare hands and light it up. Very theatrical. He would take Christmas tree lights, put them in his mouth with wire, and then pull them out.
All right, Jean-Paul, we're running out of time. We got one more picture, I think, left.
Yes, all right.
Really quickly.
So anyway, Jeff Hobson would introduce us at the club, and he would say, "These folks are great. You're going to love their show. They're from Eureka Springs, Arkansas," and the audience would start laughing.
I don't doubt that, though.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a punch. But this is them at the end, and they're leaping to their feet, standing ovation.
So we show them.
It doesn't matter where you're from, as long as you're good.
Exactly.
There you go.
We're so glad
Thank you guys. We're glad you're back.
Well, it's great to be back.
All right, we'll wrap things up right after this. Don't go anywhere.
What a great
That sounds great.
January you had. Like, that's amazing.
Better than last year.
Just a little.
Wow.